No eggs, hon.
Oh no.
Yeah, I read a report. I don't know if you've seen it. Someone's been going around in the neighborhood stealing eggs out of chicken coops.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. Police suspect foul play.
Hi, Chickies. I know. It's strange having me here. Hi, and welcome to Suburban Life Permaculture. I'm Holly, and today we're going to introduce you to our backyard chickens. They're a really key component to our compost system. This is inside our coop, so welcome. We have 4 backyard chickens. So what are some of the benefits of backyard chickens? Well, there's stacked functions here. And in this case, it's going to be compost as well as eggs. And another one would be pest and weed management. So I just brought them in some of the weeds we have out there, and that just becomes more of their food, and we give it to them before it starts going to seed. And that way we're not propagating things we don't want to have around here. Another thing is that they're working on some compost for us. So you've seen me use some compost for other videos when we make our soil and things like that. So when you just make compost, or hot or cold, you're letting it sit around. You have to turn it periodically. Well, they are great turners of compost. You can see here, it's all kinds of hillies and ditches in here because they are turning this compost. And that's just them being chickens that they are. So they love to scratch around and move it around, and so they're breaking this down. And then they're adding extra nitrogen while they do it. Nitrogen, that's going to be the part that they leave in here, their waste product. What do we use for carbon? Because compost is carbon and nitrogen, right? So the carbon we add here depends on the time of year. When it is cold out, we use straw, and when it's hotter out, we use wood chips. The straw will keep things warmer, and then the wood chips will allow them to stay a little bit cooler. That straw really heats up, which actually helps keep them warmer when it gets pretty cold. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about some cautions with compost that you're using from your chickens. The biggest thing you can do is leave it. Don't use it for at least 3 to 6 months. When we pull out some of this compost and put it over with the rest of our compost, the hot compost over there, Joe puts it in places where he knows, okay, this is the newest, and we're not going to pull from there because we want to make sure that we're not going to burn our plants. Let's talk some backyard chicken tips. A lot of people might think, oh, I don't want chickens, they'll smell. Well, if your chickens smell, right now I'm in here, I don't smell anything other than dirt. And if you smell a smell, that means you need more carbon. So you add more straw, you add more wood shavings, you add more wood chips. Right? What we have here is where they've tore down the pile. So my husband will come in here and will kind of move it all into a pile, and then they scratch through it. And he'll do that about once a week. They'll scratch through it, they'll get the seeds, they'll get the little goodies, they get the little bugs. Remember that pest management we talked about? And that also adds a little bit of entertainment for them. They're not just walking around scratching. They have this pile that they have to scratch through, and we just pull it back up together, and they scratch it down again. And that's part of that turning that we talked about before. And then one other tip, when it gets really, really hot, my husband makes this electrolyte for them, and I swear it has saved a chicken or two during those really high heat times. A couple of other things that we have here. Number one, we have a dust bath, and that actually helps them with mites and other things that might get up in their feathers. And because they're spoiled, they have toys, but that actually has another function. It keeps them stimulated. It's not a you have to, because having piles of compost will also stimulate them. But like I said, our chickens are a little spoiled. Getting stuff out of the way.
And it's hard to do it in here since it's not that tall.
And you are a tall man.
Gives them something to play with over here right now.
He's starting to do a nice little pile, and he's turning it as he does. This is the compost we pulled out of the,
out of the chicken coop.
It was Joe. He did it all.
This is all the broken down food scraps we give them. The straw, the hay,
the wood shavings.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yep.
Wood shavings.
You could use wood chips too. And
wood shavings,
of course,
straw.
Their waste. And this is our hot compost. Figured I'd show you where this goes, and so that it can age, so we don't burn our plants. And then just a reminder, because I'm sure you've seen it before, this is our sifter that we use. It's hardware cloth with an old file cabinet drawer from a file cabinet we turned into a smoker. All right, we're ready to dump it. Into the compost pile it goes. And now this is the new stuff I'm not going to use, and I'll go to the stuff in the back now. Does your county allow you to have backyard chickens? I highly recommend you check it out and find out if you can. And let us know in the comments below. And I don't care if you like, subscribe, or share. You do you. Carpe diem, y'all.